Dami, tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your name? What's your cultural background like?
Right. My name is Dalmi Lavarias. I'm from the Philippines, Metro Manila. It's the capital city of the Philippines, on one of the major islands, Luzon. Um, a lot of our culture is more of a, it's sort of a, it's more Austronesian, but after 300 years of like uh, colonization under Spain, we're probably more assimilated to more Western culture.
Um, Tell me a little bit of why you came here.
A little bit of why I came. It's because most of my siblings already studied here. So for the longest time, I kind of just expected to study like outside the Philippines. Um, but I don't know. Now I kind of feel like I'm missing out on the lessons from back home. But I'm definitely looking at the world a lot differently now that I'm here.
In what way?
I don't know. I guess just the way people kind of enjoy things. It's less of it's a lot less consumer. Well, it's a lot more consumerism. It's just a lot more. Sorry, it's just a lot more. I don't know. I feel like it's like what I could do here are the same things I could do back home. And I think the only difference is sort of just I guess the weather and the diversity.
Mm.
But I don't know. I mean, we're both in. It's just another major city that I'm living in. So yeah.
Okay. And what are you studying? Like,
I'm studying history.
what do you like about it?
Um, I don't know. For a while, I wanted to be a journalist, and then I considered politics, and I considered philosophy. Because a lot of it is just out of investigation, basically. I feel like what most people think of history as is just names and dates. I mean, those are important, but what people kind of neglect is sort of like what are the driving forces of like significant events in the past, and that's what I'm trying to learn and identify. That way, I could kind of so that way I could learn more about the past to so be more responsible in the present, I guess.
Yes. And did you know that this is like what you wanted to study, or like?
Not really. Sometimes I don't even know if like history was the right path, but I guess now that I'm in it, I could definitely do something of it. There's like a lot. There's like a whole framework for me to sort of be responsible, and there's not enough history majors, so it's nice that I'm contributing to something that needs a lot more work, to be contributed to.
Hmm. Okay. Um, okay, Dami. Talking about history, um, how have you immersed your culture back home to living here?
Um, we learn a lot about like colonialism, or at least, well, my two classes recently, I took Asian American history. Right now, I'm taking modern African history. So Asian American history is it's just really a lot about yeah. We just learn a lot about like white supremacy and how people of the global South and people of color in general are often like most subject to discrimination and often have the least access to any human goods. Yeah, and now I don't know. I look at things a whole lot more differently now because most of the time I've had the belief that we lived in a post-racial world, which I don't think is the case because we still, I feel like this is pretty common knowledge at this point. Well, not really, but but I don't know. It's what I know right now. It's like my understanding of it. I feel like that's how I kind of contributed to my own culture. It's like is knowing how why my nation is the way it is, why poverty is still such a big thing, why conservatism is still such a big thing, why um, why politics is as corrupt as it is. You know,
Did you learn that coming here, or was that like something you already knew, but you know this brought like a
well, I
bigger
already had some
realization?
kind of preconceived notion that the world is the way it is. A lot, like well now at least because of a lot of wealth disparity, a lot of like and post colonialism and just capitalism in general because of the system that we set up that's been set up in place. It's technically I'd say it's a failed system because it doesn't really look out for the needs of like the average person.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to add before like we end the video?
I feel like a lot of my opinions are likely going to change probably like 5 minutes from now or 5 years from now. Um, being a student, I just know that there's a lot that I have to learn. There's a lot that I might go back to or have to unlearn. Um, I don't know. I'm learning, so and it's like it's a non-linear process. Like I'm gonna be here for 4 years. I'm gonna be studying for 4 years, probably longer. But I guess there's gonna be like entire semesters where I felt like I learned nothing, or entire like semesters where I feel like my entire life and worldview has changed.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.